Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to discuss the Insurance Amendment Bill Act 2021. As per the recent news, there's an amendment in the Insurance Act where the FDI has been raised from 49% to 74%. So let us see how is this amendment going to impact the policyholders like us. The Lok Sabha has passed the Insurance Amendment Bill 2021, leading to a hike in foreign direct investment limit in the sector to 74%. Rajya Sabha has passed this bill on March 18th, and Lok Sabha has passed the bill on March 22nd. This came as a stark contrast to the previous FDI hike that took 7 years to be passed in 2015, hiking limit from 26% to 49%. The bill amends the Insurance Act 1938. So let us see what is this Insurance Act 1938. Insurance Act 1938 provides the framework for functioning of insurance businesses and regulates the relationship between an insurer, its policyholders, its shareholders, and the regulators. The bill seeks to increase the maximum foreign investment allowed in an Indian insurance company. The bill increases the limit on foreign investment in an Indian insurance company from 49% to 74%. So when they're trying to give present this bill, there was an opposition of the bill earlier years. So during the debate on this bill in the Lok Sabha on March 22nd, opposition leaders, including Manish Tiwari, raised questions on why the government was keen to pass a bill that it was against earlier. He said the decision to hike the FDI limit was like a somersault by the BJP. Tiwari said, though the bill is small, it has larger implications. And why is this bill so significant? Insurance is considered a sensitive sector as it holds the long term money of people. Various attempts were made in the past to open up the sector, but without much stress. India first opened up the insurance sector in the year 2000 under the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government when it allowed private sector firms to set up insurance companies and allowed FDI of 26%. After that, for a long time, there was demand from the industry to further increase this cap to 49%. During the Congress led UPA government, then Chief Minister P. Chidambaram proposed raising the cap to 49%. However, the proposal was dropped after it was opposed by political parties, including the BJP. The cap was eventually raised to 49% in 2015 by Narendra Modi government in the first term. The current amendment is an enabling amendment that gives companies access to foreign capital if they need it. It is an important shift in stance as the increase in the FDI cap means insurance companies can be foreign owned and controlled as against the current situation wherein they are only Indian owned and controlled. The move is expected to increase Indian insurance penetration or premium as a percentage of GDP, which is currently only like 3.76%, as against the global average, which is more than like 7%. And why is this bill like so important to India? India has more than 60 insurance companies specializing in life insurance, non-life insurance, and health insurance. The number of state-owned firms are only six, and the remaining are in the private sector. A higher FDI limit will help insurance companies access foreign capital to meet the growth requirements. Insurance is a capital intensive business. Simply put, as an insurance company sells more policies and collects premiums from policyholders, it needs higher capital to ensure that it is able to meet the insurance future claims. The IRDI mandates that insurers should maintain a solvency ratio of at least 150%. The solvency ratio is nothing but it is the excess of assets over liabilities. In addition, insurance is a long gestation business. It takes companies around like 7 to 10 years to break even and start becoming profitable. Allowing FDI up to 74% could see more interest from foreign insurance companies who specializes in this business and bring the so-called patient capital. And what does this FDI for policyholders? Higher FDI could see more global insurance firms and the best practices entering India. This could mean higher competition and better pricing of insurance policies. Policyholder would get a wide choice, access to more innovative products, and a better customer service and claim settlement experience. And how is India trying to safeguard this process? Under the new structure of 74% FDI limit, the majority of the directors on the board and key management positions will be resident Indians, with at least 50% directors will be independent directors. A, a specified percentage of profit will be retained as a general reserve. This means Indian promoters in an insurance joint venture would have the right to accept or reject any board decision related to company matters. This is termed as Indian management control. And this insurance, like for example, if we take COVID-19, when there was this crisis, there was a huge demand for this insurance, and many people wanted to get more and more more and more policies. So when we are trying to like bring into FDI, we require more capital, and it would really boost the economy, and it would be a strong support when such pandemic, such type of cases occurs. Thank you so much.